Well, hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career and money reading for the end of November, right through the end of December 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know regarding their finances and their career at this time? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to be aware of regarding money? Can you please highlight what my beautiful Scorpio need to be aware of regarding their finances at this time and their career situation? Can you please show them the way? Now, we have a lot of cycles going on in your energy right now, so I feel this is a time of abundance and you really taking stock of everything that you've worked hard to achieve. You're very goal-oriented over the next coming weeks and months. Now, I just want to mention, if some of you are currently out of work and looking for an opportunity, I do see one coming in, and that's before I even get all of your cards. The World card tells me that you are going to integrate into the working environment. And if you're trying to set something up yourself, or you're an entrepreneur, I definitely see that whatever it is you're doing, it will go global, okay? It will be noticed by a lot of people. Now, I'm just going to go and get that card because it did pop on the floor, so one moment, please. Sorry about that, my beautiful Scorpio. It was a 3 of Wands there, which indicates your ships are coming in. You've waited a long time for this. I definitely see new opportunities on the horizon, but most importantly, I see that you're aligning yourself with your heart, okay? A lot of 3s in your energy. 3 is the magic number, so I see there is cause for celebration going on in your career sector, but we will tap into your money situation a little bit more. I see some of you may be a little bit anxious or worried about something, but I see that there's nothing to worry about there, but we will tap into that in a moment. We have the Princess of Wands there. This can indicate new news coming your way. I'm just going to go one more. Can you tell me about finances? I mean, the World card tells me, I'm loving that when I say, can you tell me about finances? And we've got an Ace of Pentacles and a 9 of Cups. That indicates some really awesome news coming your way. I love it when my guides give me exactly what needs to be given in that moment. So I would say some of you are, especially if you're in a role where you work for a company, I see that you're in line for a bonus, okay? And I feel it's actually going to make you very happy indeed. And for some of you, especially if you work for yourself, you may be able to give yourself a little bit of a treat or an extra bit of money this month. I definitely see that there are opportunities here for you to increase your finances, but also give back a little something to yourself, to really celebrate yourself, reinvest in yourself, but also to save. I definitely see a lot of good fortune around for you. And a lot of you are brainstorming new ideas in order to increase your wealth. These could be found in alternative opportunities at another company. If you work for companies, if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you're branching out. For some of you, there may even be a creative collaboration offered on the table that will help you in your endeavors. But let's do a little bit of a dive into what's going on for your money first. Now, this card is an indication that there are second streams of income coming in towards you. So I do see new money coming towards a lot of you there. With this card, it can indicate that this is something that you've set up or something that you're planning to do right now. 3 of Cups can also be that Perhaps you are brainstorming with people that you are close to at this time in order to increase your finances or pool your resources to launch something is strongly there. But also I'm getting a lot of this independent energy where you're doing something and you're really super focused, you're very diligent and patient, and I feel it's all coming together for you. So this card, especially when you apply it to your finances, you know, trees always represent wealth. So I feel like you're on course to increase your finances throughout the rest of this year and also 2025. Even though things are a little bit turbulent economically, I feel there will be a balance there, and I actually see that there's nothing to worry about and that you will increase your finances over time, but also increase opportunity. Now, if you are currently looking for a new role, whether you're in a role at the moment or not, and you're looking for an opportunity to come your way, I feel like you've waited a long time for the right opportunity that inspires you, is in alignment with your sense of purpose, but also is the right money. And that is coming your way, okay? So I do see new opportunities, new endeavors, increasing your finances as you close the year. It's almost like you may hear about it, but you may start it in the new year, okay? Now, for some of you, this could also be, if you're just wanting to focus on money and not career at this time, it could be that there is a cause for celebration here with that Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like there is a new opportunity to increase wealth. Now, this could be a new acquisition. Some of you could purchase real estate, for example, or you could actually invest in something that does really well. It feels like things are on the up for you. And, you know, I feel it's important to keep an eye on things, especially if it's some sort of investment, because things fluctuate. But ultimately, I see good things swirling around you at this time. And I feel there is just this energy of two streams of income. This is a card of duality, so it can indicate that you're having the best of both worlds. For some of you, there's an overall energy of my beautiful Scorpios collectively wanting to be a little bit more nomadic with your work, or trying to brainstorm ways to free up your time so that you can, you know, work smarter, not harder. And I feel you may actually launch something that you have been working on or trying to launch for some time. It's almost like the next 6 weeks you really get round to having time to putting everything in place so that you can reveal it or launch it, and it's going to be so lucrative indeed. I see a lot of money here, the start of really great fortune and wealth. But also I feel a lot of you are paying close attention to your health as well, because I feel a lot of you there are feeling exhausted. Mental exhaustion is what I see here. You've got a lot going on in your mind, a lot on your plate. Now, physically, you may also feel exhausted, but I also see this energy of being exhausted on a soul level, but still like showing up for yourself. I feel like you're going to have the vitality and resources to keep moving through. And I feel a lot of you are thinking about either purchasing a vacation or taking a vacation. Some of you even thinking about migrating your business if you're an entrepreneur, because this is a card that highlights international links. Or, you know, perhaps some of you may even celebrate a person being hired in a role that you are currently in. They may work alongside you, for example, and they are an ally. They really make a difference in helping with the work. It may feel like you're overloaded right now. So some of you may actually get someone who can assist you in the role that you're in. And if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you're thinking about outsourcing certain aspects of your career. It could be that you're getting a PA, or maybe outsourcing to an accountant for your books and things like that. So please apply it to your situation. I feel a lot of you are like, how can I, you know, level out and harmonize the workload right now? Now, of course, this card is all about equilibrium. So I feel a lot of you, there's a lot on your to-do list. And I see a lot of you going, I'll do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and then it's going to all get done. I feel like you are prioritizing and compartmentalizing your task list, and whatever it is, because you're very goal-oriented, you're going to tick a lot off your to-do list, and I feel like you're going to feel really proud of yourself that you got a lot done. I do see that, you know, there is a lot of celebration around you, being in sync with your career sector, being in sync with your finances, keeping a close eye on your finances as well, so that you get to a point where you don't have to think about your finances. I feel there's a lot of energy of things being automatically taken out of your account, for example. So you may have set up things digitally. I would say just be a little bit mindful for the next 6 weeks. And this is coming out for you in particular, my beautiful Scorpio, that if you have like, automatic payments that go out, there is the potential that I'm seeing 2 payments that may be taken earlier than the due date, which could tip you into, having interest on that if there's not enough in the account. Just watch out for that, because I feel there's an energy, especially with the High Priestess. It's like it's secretly taken out, and it's before the due date. So just watch your payments for the next 6 weeks. I feel, if you expect a payment to come out, for example, on the 2nd of January, 2025, it may be taken in the last week of November, for example, or if you've got a payment that normally comes out on the 20th of the month, and you're expecting it to come out on the 20th of November, it may come out on the 15th, for example, a week early, and it may just put things out of sync in your account, especially if you're expecting money that normally comes in to cover it all. So just watch out for that. That's coming through there, worth watching. Now we have the Three of Cups here, so this is an indication that you're doing something that you don't often do. I feel like, especially because you got the World card here, you're taking stock of everything that you've achieved throughout the year, and you're celebrating yourself. You're giving yourself a moment to recognize that actually you've come a long way, you've achieved a lot, and it's been difficult, it's been challenging, and sometimes there's been a lot of worry and fear, and you didn't know how things were going to go, but you powered on through, and here you are. And with that Three of Cups, I feel there's some really great news to celebrate. This card is a card of good news. It's a card of celebration. It's a card of relief as well, that there's nothing to worry about. The Three of Cups actually also indicates teamwork or support. So that's why I feel a lot of you are going to find opportunities to have a support network in your working environment. You may just notice that people are a little bit happier in the next 6 weeks. Maybe if you work in a company, it could be because it's bonus time. I feel a lot of you have had some pressure on you. And even if you're an entrepreneur, I feel that this is about people understanding what it is that you do and trying to take a little bit off your load, as it were. And some of you, I definitely see that there is an energy of outsourcing. So you may find a PA or an accountant to do whatever it is that you feel you don't want to prioritize at this time. And then, of course, you'll check it over. You're not just going to give it to them and sort of like leave them with it. I feel like you're going to be very diligent and check over their work to make sure that it is in an accordance with what you know it to be. And that Three of Cups, it just tells me that something you've been expecting or something that you've been working towards, you exceed your expectations and you celebrate. This Three of Cups also indicates that, you are going to enjoy a bit more of a community energy. So it could be that, you're working really hard to finish early so you can go to some events, for example. Could also be some sort of work event that you'll attend or a networking opportunity if you're an entrepreneur, and it puts you in the company of like-minded people so you can learn from each other. But this is a card that basically indicates that you are going to be sharing your good fortune or good news with others. And you don't tend to shout about your accomplishments. You tend to work hard in silence, is what I see here. But when the moment is right to reveal something, then it's good to share. So for example, you could be working on a project in silence. The High Priestess there and the Two of Wands means you're in the planning stages of something and you're working really hard, waiting for the right moment for it all to come together and launch it. A lot of you may be launching new endeavors in the next 6 weeks that are going to be very financially lucrative indeed. So if you're an entrepreneur, this is a perfect time for you to branch out or try something new, and it will actually draw more finances and more attention to your business there as well. If you work for a company, I see a lot of you getting a bonus, okay? The majority of you may have been waiting for a long time, and I see some of you, and I'll keep that on the down low, some of you are waiting for that bonus before you find alternative opportunities elsewhere. It's like, wait to the last minute, get that bonus and run. And if you are that person who's looking for new endeavors, I definitely see you finding one, getting that bonus, and moving into this new position. It's the best of both worlds there, is what I see. Now, the Prince of Cups there, this is the equivalent of the Knight of Cups. So this is you checking in to see if you still love what you do, okay? These two cards indicate that you have so much to offer when it comes to your career. You need to have more confidence in your skill set. You're really awesome at what you do. You naturally are very gifted and talented, and you're basically in the flow of leveling up. As you can see there, there is a phoenix rising from the ashes, which indicates whatever it is you do, it has been tough or it's been difficult. For some of you, it may have been very challenging and a bit of a struggle throughout the year, but now you're rising up and realizing that everything is coming together as it should. Now, I'm also seeing two energies with this. I'm seeing some sort of, well, it's not flattery. It's almost like a really positive comment that you take pride in about your work. So I feel there is someone, and it feels like this person is from overseas. So it could be a client that you have if you're an entrepreneur, or it could be someone visiting your working environment if you work for a company. They're really impressed at what you do. And I see an energy here of some of you actually being headhunted. So they could like offer you an opportunity and say, hey, why don't you come and work with me in a collaboration? Hey, why don't you migrate your business overseas? There's better opportunities and better financial breaks for you over here. So some of you may be actually contemplating that as you leave the end of the year. And it may be based on some information or some advice that someone has given you because they're so impressed with whatever it is that you do. Now, ultimately, this is about you really caring about what you do and following your heart and finding job satisfaction. You know, of course, money is important, but you are here to make an impact. And really bizarrely, I'm seeing an image here. Unless you work in this industry, I'm really not sure what it means, but I mean, maybe it is connected to wealth. I'm seeing like an oil field type thing where someone is digging for oil, you know, those machines, okay? So it could be that you've been chipping away a long time at something and now you're striking oil, okay? Or you're striking it rich, or you're striking it lucky. Because what I'm seeing is the machine going down and suddenly all that crude oil kind of like spraying into the air. So it could be that also you're trying to dig deeper into your skill set in order to increase your wealth. And you're going to be able to do that. For some of you, it could be that you work in that industry. If you are invested in that sort of acquisition, for example, I'm not really au fait with stocks and shares and everything like that, but if you are invested in, you know, some sort of natural resource like that, it could be that there is an increase in that part of the market. I don't really know what I'm talking about here, but I'm trying to kind of like apply the energy to the situation. And when I mean I don't really know what I'm talking about here, I'm not into stocks and shares and things like that. I just don't know anything about that. But I can feel the energy, and it feels like something that you're invested in, something that you are working hard to accomplish. It is for the long term, generational wealth type thing. You're setting something up for your future and the future generations to come. And I feel it's long-lasting wealth that you are accomplishing at this time. And for some of you, it could be that you're trying to brainstorm in order to find an opportunity that really gives you that increase in wealth, or something that is going to benefit you long term. Could also indicate fluidity when it comes to wealth, that, you know, you are spending a little bit, saving a little bit. And I mean, looking at your energy, it feels like you get to save more money. Maybe you are keeping a tight rein on your finances over the next 6 weeks, but I feel like you get to save more money than you expected for the end of the year. And of course, there is an energy of spending here as well. I feel a lot of you, it's emotional spending. So it could be gifts that you're purchasing for people around about this time, or seasonal gifts for people that you love and care about, your family, your friends. I definitely see that happening there. It just feels like you leave the next 6 weeks feeling really proud of yourself, that you did a really great job in 2024 based on the circumstances that you had. And for some of you, if you work with the family, if you have a family business there, I see all of you celebrating and sharing in your resources and, you know, really basically coming together and creating something really special. Some of you may have been a little bit nervous or worried that there has been a seasonal lull in some area of your business or your career, and you may have been wondering, are things changing for the negative? But actually, I see you going from strength to strength and really, opening the door, the new chapter to opportunities that are going to increase your finances, but also help you migrate your skills and move up that success ladder there as well, okay? Now, your first card in the resistance position is the High Priestess, and it's in the resistance position at first, but it will go into the upright at the end of the 6 weeks. I mean, some of you have been so busy that, you've had so much on your mind. It's been really hard to tap into that sense of achievement or celebrating yourself or connecting to your higher self to really take stock of all that you've accomplished. And I definitely see you're going to be able to carve out time to do that over the next 6 weeks. Some of you are also thinking about spiritual endeavors, maybe tapping into, a career sector which utilizes a skill set to help others or create peace of mind in the working environment. Some of you may be deciding to go into a career where you can actually be a consultant to help people articulate their needs in the working environment or create, mental health practices in the working environment to make sure that everybody is working at their optimum best without, being negative on their health, let's put it that way, because there's a lot of pressure energy here. Some of you may be even sourcing apps to calm your mind or opportunities to join a group of people where you feel like who can decompress or release pressure, because I feel like you have had a lot of pressure on your mind. But also, this card can indicate that some of you have been really reflective to either launch some sort of creative but also spiritual endeavor. So it could be that you are thinking about going into yoga or being a Pilates teacher, for example, or, being a mentor for other people, a life coach. For some of you, it could also be that you're helping people on a psychological level, really either becoming a counselor, or for some of you, it could be that you're going into tarot or learning about tarot at this time. Some of you may even be creating courses on your knowledge so that you can help other people whilst at the same time create second streams of income there as well. But this card, as you can see, there's a keyhole. So I feel you are working in secret on something at this time, and you have a lot on your mind. And I feel a lot of you have withdrawn recently from friendships, or your friendships have kind of like evolved in such a way where you have prioritized your work or your goals and your dreams. And the next 6 weeks is about reconnecting to people that you miss, having a good time, celebrating the moment with the people that you care about. Of course, work and career, very important. Finances, very important. But I also feel do not lose sight of the people who support you. Do not lose sight of the people who were there to offer support during the ascension towards the top, because, whoever was absent during your struggle, they certainly do not deserve a place at your success table when the time comes. And I see a lot of success around you. Actually, I see that you've accomplished a lot of success already, and you don't give yourself that credit often, but I feel this is about celebrating yourself and really taking stock and looking back and seeing how far you've come. But don't get me wrong, there's still some really great news ahead. Next 6 weeks, there's some, I would say there is one major piece of big news, important news coming your way, and I feel it's exciting. It feels like a new project or a new endeavor or a new role or taking something into a new direction that increases your wealth and just feels like you're getting the best of both worlds. You're passionate, you're intense, you are like going places. I feel there's an energy of vitality about you. So I feel like you're taking good quality rest in the middle of these 6 weeks in order to really just take stock of where you want to take your career to the next level. Now we do have that 9 of Swords there, okay? And it is in the resistance position. So it tells me there's nothing to worry about, okay? But it also tells me that you're trying to have faith on a new endeavor, or you are basically learning to take healthier breaks, that you don't always have to be on the go. So I feel that's very important there too. Because this card in this position, it can be a card of rest, recovery, healing, relief as well there. And the Two of Wands indicates, some time out to plan your next strategy, or, get all the compartments together before you launch something. I feel like you're in a very creative planning stage for the future, but some of you may be a little bit worried about a delay in something, or you may have felt that something is diminishing in some way, but I feel like it's almost like it's only getting started. It's going to increase and things are going to get better from here on in. 2025, the start of it looks very lucrative and very special for you. I feel, as I said, there's one major piece of news coming your way that's really going to put a spring in your step. And I would say, because the Nine of Swords will go into the upright at the end of the 6 weeks, the Nine of Swords can also indicate that, you need to make sure you get good quality rest or sleep, because you want to run on optimum vitality. And I feel like you will have a lot on your mind and a lot on your plate, okay? Swords are all about the mind, about your thoughts, racing. So I feel it's about finding opportunities to tap into something that really gives you good quality peace of mind, or taking stock of things. Also, for some of you, you may have felt a bit nervous about your finances, and you may not really be talking about it to other people, but I actually see you strategizing a plan, because the Two of Wands is the planning stages of looking at budgets. When you apply it to finances, it's about looking at the long term, and I feel like you actually get to save more money than you expected by just keeping a tight rein on your finances or keeping an eye on things. But I do see that your finances are going to be wonderful, so I really see that there is nothing to worry about. But I feel some of you may be thinking about making a large purchase, or you have plans for that money. So that's why I feel like you're just being a little bit stricter than usual. Nine of Swords can indicate that you are being, a little bit stricter than usual, especially since it's in the resistance position at first. I feel like you're making your resources go a long way so that you don't overspend and that there is more savings long term, because it just makes sense, not because there is any other reason, is what I see there. Now, we also have that Two of Wands. It's in the resistance position at first, so I feel there is something that you've been planning or working towards, and it's been a long time coming together. Don't be disheartened by the fact that it's taking some time and that you've had so many other things and you've been super busy, pushed and pulled in many different directions and multitasking. Sometimes we have to acknowledge that everything has a time and a place, and when the right moment appears, then everything slots into place. So I feel the things that you've been waiting to do or being putting on the back burner, on hold as it were, so you prioritize other things, I feel you're going to be able to tap into that over the next coming weeks and get everything done. It feels like a sense of completion at the end of the year, tying up loose ends, making sure that you have all those things ticked off your to-do list. And also that Two of Wands is like, where to next? Branching out. What are you waiting for? Launch that new endeavor. Try that new opportunity. Ask for more money. I feel there's an energy here of some of you having an appraisal and you're not really sure how it's going to go, but actually it's going to go better than you thought, okay? Because I do see that you are being elevated, or it's like doors are opening to new opportunities, and you get to choose which opportunity is right for you. Now, also, I'm being given with this Two of Wands that, this news that comes in, things develop unexpectedly for you, and I feel like one way or another, your dreams are manifesting in the material world, and I feel like you're being adaptable to change. Some of you, it feels like you're shifting gears. It almost feels like you're really raring to go and really excited to tackle 2025 because you have so many ideas, you're brimming with potential. So it feels like you're sustaining everything right now, getting everything in order, and then ready to launch new endeavors. And I also see with this Two of Wands here that you're kind of excited to be fully present and eager to experience this news or this opportunity that comes your way, and it opens like a whole new chapter of success for you there as well. Now, because we have the World card in the outcome energy, a lot of you may be thinking about either migrating your business, especially if you're an entrepreneur, or if you are working for a company, it could be that you're looking at new branches that are opening up overseas and wondering if you could be seconded out there for, at the moment, I'm seeing like a 1 to 3 year kind of secondment. So it could be that you figurehead a department in a new branch. It doesn't have to be overseas, but I'm really getting a sense here of relocation. Some of you, I'm getting two energies where you may be feeling that there is some changes going on behind the scenes in your industry, policies, rules, regulations. These will benefit you long term, is what I see. They may be uncomfortable at first because change, everyone feels a little bit like, change, it's really hard. What's wrong with the old way? But once you get to grips with the new changes, I feel like they're really going to benefit you and streamline your time and your energy. But also, some of you, there is an energy here of the company that you work for relocating. So it could be that there is a bit of disruption over the next coming weeks, or perhaps offices are moving around, or refurbishment energy. I definitely see that it's happening for a lot of you. I would say about 45% energy is coming through, so that's quite a lot of you. But also I feel it's actually going to be a nicer environment. For some of you, this is a bit more open plan is what I'm being given. That may not resonate with all of you, but I'm feeling it's a little bit more open plan, more inclusive is what I'm being given, so that people can feel a little bit more a part of a team rather than shut off. So there may even be, just people moving to different floors and, things just being shuffled around. Also, some of you may have been a little bit worried. You may feel that there are some changes going on behind the scenes in your industry or in your career. Even if you're an entrepreneur, you may feel that the industry is changing and that things are not as they seem, but I actually see that these changes will benefit you in particular. So I would say there's nothing to worry about there. Now, the World card indicates a lot of success, things coming to fruition, projects that you have on the go, things that you're starting up. There seems to be this energy of definitely tying up loose ends, being very goal-oriented and hitting your targets, but also this is about a time of flourishing, learning new things. So I feel like you're reinvesting in yourself, maybe upskilling in some way, or thinking about a way to expand your knowledge and reach. And a lot of you, if you're online, I see that you are being noticed by people abroad. There's a global energy here. I feel people are celebrating your skill set, but ultimately I see you building your empire for the future, for generational wealth to come as well there. And the Three of Wands, whatever it is you've been waiting for, because I feel like you've been waiting for this news. You're going from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands to the Princess of Wands, which is the equivalent of the Page of Wands. So this is news coming in. Pages always bring news. It's exciting news. It's something that indicates you are moving forward and making progress. So this could be that either for some of you, you're going to be working at a new location, or you are headhunted. Some of you could be like figureheading the start of a new department or a new project there. This is about something that you are excited to try. Some of you, if you're an entrepreneur, for example, it could be a new idea that you're about to launch that actually you're very excited about, and it feels very much like you are making progress. I feel your commitment to your career sector is actually going to reignite your lust for life and your career and your endeavors, but also it's going to open new doors and chapters and show that you really are a powerhouse when it comes to your working environment. And also I feel like you're going to have optimum energy. So that's why it's really important to find opportunities for better sleep or to quieten your mind, or mindfulness practices to help you, because I feel the end of the year for you is actually going to be very busy indeed. New opportunities coming your way, new money coming your way. And a lot of you, if you're having an appraisal and you work for a company, I feel like you're offered a bonus, but also some sort of new project or some sort of exciting new endeavor that makes you feel really like pleased as punch. That's what I've got coming through. I don't normally talk like that, so that's a very interesting saying. I'm going to look it up. It's almost like you'll celebrate it. You're so happy, you're going to celebrate it. For a lot of you, I feel that although you may be asked to stay in a role and given a bonus, I feel a lot of you have made your mind up that you're going to branch out and try a new role elsewhere. So if you haven't found that role just yet, it's definitely coming towards you. Next 6 weeks, you'll get an offer is what I've got coming through there. Some of you may also invest in new equipment, or the company that you work for will invest in new equipment. And I feel that will also help smooth running of day-to-day practices. Could be software, could be hardware, whatever it is, I feel like it will really help you be in the flow. And, you know, whenever you get that Princess of Wands energy, this basically indicates that you're feeling a little bit more explorative, a little bit more adventurous, and you are trying things out that are in alignment with your purpose, and that your ideas, they're flowing to you, they have value, and dream boldly because you're making your dreams become a reality. This is a very exciting time. Now, of course, because we have the World card there, the Three of Wands, and the equivalent of the Page of Wands, a lot of you, it's like you're trying to get everything done right now because you have a vacation that you're going to be taking, some time off just to like kick back and relax and spend good time and good quality energy with the best people in your life. But also, I feel work is never far from your mind. New money-making ideas, but also, you know, really looking and taking stock of everything that you have accomplished. But this is the start of new, okay? Aces are new energy, new successes, new acquisitions, new opportunities, new fortune, new money. So I really feel like you're increasing your finances or launching something that is going to bring in new money. And a lot of you, it is a bonus, but if you're an entrepreneur, this is you branching out or being able to pay yourself like a little treat, extra dividends, for example, in order to increase your wealth and invest it and treat yourself in some way. But this is like the path is clear for you to upskill and create more fortune. And there's a lot of potential swirling around you to make even more money in 2025. Now, I would say with that Nine of Cups, this is a wish fulfillment period. I feel like things have been tough for you, and the universe is stepping in to reward you for all of your hard work. And you are going to feel this sense of satisfaction, contentment. You take pleasure in your work, very important. Money, of course, is important too. For the right money, you know, you are really invested, but also it's about you following your passions and really making an impact in the career environment that you're working in right now. And remember, if you're currently out of work, I definitely see an opportunity coming your way. There may be two, but it feels like 1.5, which is really weird. So maybe it's something that you're like, I'm curious about it, but maybe it's not the right money. So you really choose the other endeavor. But there's one in particular that you're like, yeah, that's the dream job opportunity, and you grab it with both hands. But that Nine of Cups, it's like, what are you wishing for? Because wishes do come true. And I feel you worked really hard for this. This is a card, especially with the World card, which means you achieve your desire. You make an impact in the world that you're working in, and it's harvest time for you. The hard work is paying off, and I feel that you've done a job well done. And now it's time to like pause and acknowledge all that you have created and feel really proud of yourself indeed, okay? So really good energy here. I would say, although there's a good news aspect to your reading, something major, really important news coming your way, I also feel like there is a bit of a wish headed in your direction as well as a cherry on top, okay? So let me just pull some final cards for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. I mean, also that image of a machine digging for oil is like your eureka moment. But it could be an image or a sign or a symbol that you will see over the next coming weeks or months that highlights your wealth is about to increase, or a money-making idea is being sent to you by your guides, and you'll launch it, implement it, and it's going to change your life, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay. So we have endurance, okay? So there's the boots, okay? The boots indicates that you're getting invested and, you know, you're getting involved in something. You're getting in the mix of whatever it is that you do, maintaining and sustaining the position that you're in, opening yourself up to new opportunities, working really hard. It says it may be a long journey, but it's a beautiful way to go. Patience is rewarded. And I see a lot of reward here, both on an emotional level, but also on a financial level. It says here, free yourself. And I definitely see you freeing yourself, either to be more nomadic in your working environment. Some of you may actually change your hours as you move into 2025. You may have a meeting or an appraisal with someone in your career sector and change your schedule. It seems like you get all the work done, but you just may change your hours there. And if you're an entrepreneur, it could be that you set yourself new targets, healthy cutoff points, so that you can work smarter, not harder. It says here, work to pay off your debt and unlock earning potential. open to prosperity, which I definitely see that you are, but also I feel like you are, you know, making sure that you take down any repayment plans, and I feel like you make a large dent in that in order to be debt free eventually. I see that happening there for you as well. Financially independent. And we've got the magnifying wealth card as well. So this indicates that you're increasing your finances. Build your fortune by having multiple streams of income. That's definitely something that came out in your reading, and it says expand your reach. Even some of you may be thinking about ideas from home of how to create something that you can have ticking over in the background. Some of you may actually, you know, sell pre-loved goods, things that you've outgrown, and you're basically sending it on to the next person who's going to love it, but there's a financial reward for that there too. So please apply it to your situation, because I do see that there is money-making ideas being available to you, and you're going to run with it, launch it, and it's going to be so lucrative. And I definitely see 2 streams of income and more in the future is what I see, but I feel the start of something really wonderful indeed, okay? I also see you reinvesting in yourself as a treat for all your hard work there too, okay? So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Scorpio. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. It lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is truly important to me too. Now, your final trinket, we have, of course, a button, one of the buttons, and it's got a clock on it. On the other side, it's got the anchor, okay? So this can connect to a lot of you feeling like you want to migrate your skills or work abroad, for example. It can also indicate that you want to work at a place or be included in an environment where you feel like you're making an impact, somewhere where you feel like you belong, you're making a difference. And the anchor, once it's lowered, it's like you're going to stay here for a while. Some of you may even be picking up seasonal work during this time where you feel, I'm going to stay here for a short period of time and move on to something else. You may want to be nomadic, as I said, in your career sector. Ultimately, I feel also that because you have so many emotional cards at the beginning of your reading, it can indicate that, you know, you're following your heart, but also you're making logical decisions, and, you know, you're really investing in yourself and in your passions, because how you feel about what you do is important. Your passion and your energy is also important. And of course, that Ace of Pentacles there is about the start of something, a blueprint of something. So it can be that you're trying new things out, and wherever your emotions lead you to, I feel that, you know, that's very important indeed, because that's you intuitively making the next steps on your career sector, and you will lower that anchor and feel like you belong in that place. Things that may have been turbulent recently as well, I feel will come to a plateau and be more peaceful. And the anchor can also represent vacation, that you are in desperate need of a rest, whether you're taking a staycation or taking a vacation. I definitely see here that it will anchor your energy, and it will also basically help you with the next stages of your career. Running on empty all the time will lead you to being burnt out and, you know, feeling really cloudy in your mind. It will just be hard. It's almost like you'll come up against a creative block. And if you've been experiencing that recently, it's your body telling you it's time to rest, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. Thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpio, and love and light.